Welcome back to Grandma's DIY. Okay, Grandma's gonna make the other eggs now, and she's making this one a duck. And here's everything right here that you need. The hair, everything, the feet. See? The hair, the feet, the eyes. This is for the beak. Now, when you cut that out, you have to crease it. Crease it 4 ways, and it has to be a 2x2. Then you cut this. You turn it like so. You put a piece of tape on it to hold it in place. Then you do another piece, okay? You fold it. You slit it down the middle. And you have your other beak. Now, in order to get it to shape like you want it to, you're going to have to round it. You have to round it. And that's what I did. So, it goes like this. And the beak goes down. And if you look at it, you will see it is a beak. See? It's a beak. Okay. Now, what I did was, I cut everything out, and I'm doing it like the rabbit. Here's his head, right here. And it's going to be a little different. So, I've got to glue it down like I did the other one. And I could see by looking on my table that my cat must have been up here, because there's parts missing. And whenever she's been up here, parts are missing. Okay, so this right here, that's the head. And I used that same stuff, the same cardboard. Only this one is not going to have yarn around it, so I'm going to have to put this on it. So I'm going to go all the way around. I had to wait for my glue gun to get a little hotter. It's not hot yet. This is also pattern. As you can see, there's no eyes here or anything here, because you have to put on the eyes and everything, and you're going to have to make, put it all in. That's the way it's going to have to be done. Okay. So, while I'm waiting for my glue gun to get hot, I did paint this yellow. This is the other egg, because I want it to be like this, okay? Yellow. And I also took the liberty of doing some other things, which you will see. And I did finish the rabbit. Okay, so I'm going to glue this. And I'm just using a piece of yarn to go around. That's all. And I'm going to put it down like this, okay? Or maybe I'll just trim it. So here we go on our journey of making the duck. Like I said, I'm not using the same stuff. I'm using the felt. I'm using felt though to put in here. And it's gonna be thick. Now I might have to bore a hole in the top like I did with the other one. We will see if I have to put a hole in the top. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go all the way around. And I did cut out another piece, which is right here, that I'm going to put on here. Now I haven't decided if I'm going to trim this or overlap it, which I might just decide to overlap. Going to cut that piece off. We don't need that anymore. And we're going to go ahead and glue this. Like that on top. So now we can kind of put this down. I don't know, I'm thinking I'm just going to trim it so that I don't have to do that. We'll see. And I'm just going to trim it all the way around. Don't cut your paper, guys, if you can help it. Just going to kind of glue it down. Trim it all the way around. And then we're going to put the back on this, like this. Oops, let me turn it over this way. There we go. Maybe I should have put it down, over it. Because it's showing a little, and I didn't want it to show. So, okay, so what we're gonna do is we left this open like this. We're just going to put it downward. Put it down like this. Okay. This is the head. And I'm just putting it on the felt. There we go. Just putting it on the felt. Okay. Let's get the rest of it done. go, like that. And that's the front, okay? So what we're going to do now is put the front head part on, okay? We don't need all this. So we're going to take this and we're going to put the head on. The head goes like that, okay? I'm going to put the head on like this. And that's the head. So we didn't use yarn on this one. We used felt, okay? Now we do have the eyes, which the eyes are right here. So you can position the eyes on the, position the eyes. And that's the eyes. And here is the beak. This is the bottom, okay? So you guys know, because this is a funny little thing here. And then this is the top, as you can see, okay? That's the top. So this goes here, right there in the center. We'll put it there, right here in the center. Just like this. And we'll just hold it there for a few seconds or so it could stay. That's the beak. That's the top part. Now, I want all of it to go down, so I'm going to just put a little bit more glue here so I could push this down over here on this side. And then I'm going to turn it so that I could put it right here on this side, because I want the beak all the way down. And there it is. That's your beak. Don't worry about the eyes. You're going to have to pull your eyes up, which is okay. You just could pull them up a little and position them in a way too. Okay? And there's your beak. Okay. Now we're going to use, this is your bottom beak, the bottom. So you're going to put this right there at the bottom. See? And it'll be just like this. And I wanted the inside to be yellow. So I'm going to go ahead and put his bottom beak on. So his bottom beak is on. See? There's his bottom beak. I take the eyes off. And that's his bottom beak right here. Because he's a funny little ducky. Now you still have to put nostrils, which you could do with a marker, or you could just, it just depends on how you want to do it. We're going to do his eyes, her eyes. So I'm going to put a little dot here. A little dot, like that. And then another one like this. And then another one like that. And the eyes are done. Then I'm going to get over here. And I'm going to do the same thing. Little dot there. A dot here. And then a dot here. Okay. And that's the eyes. Now we need to put the eyes on the duck, which will go here. And the other one will go there. Okay? And that's how your eyes are going to go, like this. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and turn it upside down, because that seems like it's an easier way to do it, and it's already placed. Put a little dot there. And put a little dot here. Now, whoops, I think I did it a little bit wonky. So that's all right, you just shift it. That's why I said just put a little dot, because it's easier for you to do this. Okay? Now, we need eyelashes. We always need eyelashes. You know, you got to have eyelashes. And I'm just cutting a little piece off of this black right here. See? Just a little piece. And I'm going to just do like I did with the other one. I'm going to snip it. See? 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. There you go. See? So I'm going to take this and I'm going to place it before I do it. So that's 1, that's 2, and then we're going to have a third one right here. 1, 2, 3. See, just under there. Now I will be placing them a little bit underneath because I only put a dot there. Remember? So that's 1. There's 2. And then there's 3. And I will position them closer. First we're going to put them on there. That's 1. There's 2. And there's 3. Okay. Now let's just do it on this side. There's 1. There's 2. And of course they want to get stuck to your finger. And then, let's see here. It's 3. 1, 2, 3. Whoops. That one is a little bit too far down, isn't it? So we could just take it and position it. That's all you need to do. Just pick it up and position it, because you only did a dot. Okay? So that's what makes it easy to move. Now you need eyebrows. Yeah, I know. My duck has all kinds of things. And I'm just going to cut a little slitter like this. And then I'm going to cut it in half like that. just a small little thing here. And this one is a little bit thicker than the other one. So I'm just going to kind of trim it off here. There we go. And we don't need a lot of eyebrows, so I'm going to cut it off. Almost look like an angry bird, huh? But we're going to position it to where it looks like it's going around. So we're going to put it here and position it. Like that. And then we'll take the other one and we'll position it. The same way we positioned the other one. There we go. See how your little ducky looks? Now I'm going to use my marker. As soon as I find it. Oh, there it is. And I'm going to kind of go around this. To kind of outline it. So you can see it's kind of not connected. See? Like she has on eyeliner or something. There you go. And then I'm going to just kind of do a little thing here. Here we go. And we are going to put whites in our eyes, just like we did the other one. So all we need is just a little piece. Not much, just a little piece, like this. You're just gonna cut a little piece like that, and another little piece like that. See how tiny that is? And we're gonna put it on our eyes right here, like that. And then we're going to take the other one. Now, should it go right there? Let me see. Yes. Okay. We'll put it right there. Gonna put it right there. Oops, it don't want to come off my finger. There we go. Oh. It really don't want to come off my finger. Isn't that something? There. Okay. And there you go, a little duck. Now, she does have hair in certain places, so I cut this out. And I said, well, I'm going to just kind of give her a little hair. And I could place it right here underneath her, right under there, and give her a little hair. Just a little hair, like ducks have. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of trim this. I'm going to put some glue on it. hold it in place. Then I'm going to pick her up. And since she's not fully done here, I'm going to put the glue right here. And just stick it on there. Stick her little hair there. And then just cover this over like that. See? And she's got little hair right there. See? See how easy that was? Now, I still need to give her nostrils, because they do have nostrils. So I'm going to give it to her right here and right here. There you go. And we have our duck. Now, it has to go on this egg. And I'm thinking I'm going to have to put a little hole in this egg. Now, as you can see, I bored a little hole in there because it had to have a hole in it in order to put this in it. So, I'm going to put a little glue on this. Like this. And put it in the hole like that, because I have to have a hole in it. That's the only way it's going to really stay. Okay? Now, she's going to have a hole in her too. So, I'm going to have to put a hole in her. But I'm going to have to cover up some things too, I noticed. And I will cover up some things, okay? Okay. I'm going to have to put a little hole in her. And she's going to have to, as far as her getting on this. So here we go. Let's put a little hole in her. Okay. Now, I'm going to put glue on this because I have to put her on here. And then we're going to have to do probably some finagling. Let's see, let me put her in here. Okay. Now, she's on there, see? But she needs a little work because her head, see her head? And I want to put something on there around it to make it look really pretty. So, I think what I'm going to do is I have this piece of yellow. And I'm going to just fold it a bunch of times like this. See, I'm just folding it. A piece of yellow. And I'm going to cut it like this. Because her head, I want her to look good as the other one. So I cut it like that. And then I'm going to take it over, open it up. Here we go. And I'm going to put it around her head to make her look good. So I'm going to just take it and push it under like this so she can look as pretty as the other one. And I'm going to kind of make it into like pleated. I'm going to pleat it like this. See? So she'll be just as pretty. Now, I'm going to pleat it, and I'm going to put it around her, just like I did the other one. The other one is done a little differently, but that's okay, because she's a chicken, and this one is a duck. Okay, so I'm going to just put it like this so she can look just as pretty as the other one. And I'm going to just kind of fix it. I've decided that she needs a little bit more than just this. I think I'm going to make hair to go around her head. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to cut it. And see, I kind of folded it around because, you know, ducks have her hair, different hair. And we're going to make her, we're going to double this up like this, because I want her to have some hair too on her head. And if it doesn't work out, that's okay. I'll leave it like it is. Sometimes what you have on your head is not what comes out. Okay. Now, let's pull this apart like so. And we can put her hair, give her some hair. Well, you know what? That looks more like a bonnet. And it's cute. So I think that's what we're going to do. We'll give her a bonnet. And we'll fix the back too and give her a cute little bonnet. So let's put this on her. Let's start here because we're gonna go under like this. And then you're gonna go all the way around like so. Okay. Watch your little hair. So we don't want our hair to get in the way of other hair. And then we're going to go all the way down. Like so. And we're going to come under like that. There you go. Look at how cute she looks. And there you have your little ducky. Now we're not finished because remember we said we was going to make it kind of like hair or a bonnet or whatever. So that means that we have to put something on the back too. So you have to have it all done. See a little hair and everything. So if we do a back, we're going to have to put on, you're going to have to make a round bonnet. Now, here's her wings. See, here's her wings. And we're going to put her wings right here on the side. Let's put her wings on. Right here. Gonna put her wings on her. Because you know they have little wings. And then this one's gonna go on this side. So we're gonna put that on this side. There we go. Wow, she's really starting to look like a little duck. Now let's do the feet, shall we? Here are the feet. Now the feet are webbed, which we all know is webbed. So I've already cut out some webbing to try to do her feet. So what I did was I cut this out and I put two together because I want it to be a little thicker. So we're gonna just put a little feet, put this little webbing together here, put that together. And we're gonna do the same on this other side. I'm gonna take this and we're gonna put it together. Okay. Let's put it together like we did the other one. There you go. That's the feet. Now we got webbing. All I did was roll two pieces of felt together to make this webbing. Okay? So we're going to put a little glue here. A little glue in the middle. And some right here. And we're going to put this webbing on. See, just going to put it in the middle to make it look like it's webbing. Make it look like her feet. That's all you're going to do. You just rolled two pieces together, glued it, and this is how you're doing it. See? And that's the webbing. That's her feet. We're not trying to get it perfect, guys. We're just trying to make it look like duckies, duck feet. Oops, put some on the table. And then here. So we're going to take this, put it on here, like so. Take this and put it down the middle. And take this one and put it over here. There we go. Now we got the other set of duck feet. And if you have an overlap, your little trusty scissors and cut it off. There you go. That's your little feet. And here's your other webbing. Now, if you didn't get it all, that's okay. Just go back and get it. There you go. Put it together. Now, as you can see, little ducky, we're going to put the feet right here and right here to let you see the webbing. So we're going to just, I think we'll go down and do it this way. You want it sideways. At least I want it sideways. See? If I didn't get it all, that's okay. Just go back and get it. And then you could get it. There you go. Watch your table as well as watch your hands. It's best to always put something down when you're doing this so you won't get it on your table. And we're going to put this one sideways like the other one. Okay, so let's just stick this one on there. There you go. And your duck is complete. You see how beautiful that duck looks? Look at her. She's all ready. Of course, she doesn't have a bonnet on. We have to put her a bonnet on, which would be easy to do. Now, that your rubber duck is complete, we can make a bonnet and we can put it on top of our eggs. Now, the eggs, I took the liberty of using trim because I have so much trim that I thought it'd be perfect for these eggs. And that's what I use, trim. So, I'm going to show you my eggs. I'm going to move her, and I'm going to show you my eggs. Okay, these are my eggs. I use trim to do my eggs, okay? You can use anything you want. I use trim. And she's going to sit right on top, like so.